Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a classic Sudoku on our channel. Now this Sudoku has been constructed by Pia Tato, and I really thank the author for giving us an opportunity to cover a video on our channel. So before going to the classic Sudoku, I would highly recommend you to please subscribe to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on daily basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it. And now coming on to this Sudoku. So for the first time when I saw this Sudoku, I actually wanted to solve it casually, right? And I couldn't proceed anything with I couldn't proceed anything with the Sudoku. To be frank, I didn't get even a single digit in the Sudoku. I got one of the advanced logic, and after which I totally got stuck in the Sudoku. And I wanted to actually see that how author has intended this Sudoku to be. What was the intended logic that author has actually designed in this Sudoku. So I had to ping the author. Actually, I had to message the author regarding the logic behind this Sudoku, and when I got to know the logic, I was totally amazed. The way the author had intended the logic was totally different, right? It was actually very look ahead, I would say, a very complex logic, but I was very amazed with the way the author had wanted to actually provide the logic in the Sudoku was totally different. And I thought that why shouldn't this be shown to all our audience, all our viewers, kind of a logic that we haven't seen in a classic Sudoku, right? And with that, we'll start solving this Sudoku. Excuse me. Okay, now coming back to this Sudoku. So classic Sudoku rules apply. You need to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and 3 into 3 box without repetition. Sorry. Yeah, now at this point of time you won't get even a single digit here. Can you just imagine so many givens? You can see that 3 6 9, every box has 3 givens except this one, so which means total of 26 givens, and you don't get even a single digit with it. And the moment you eliminate one possibility, the author's intended logic, using the author's intended logic, the moment you eliminate just one possibility of a digit from a cell, the Sudoku gets solved easily. Can you just imagine how beautifully the author would have designed this Sudoku? It was totally amazed by the logic that I got to know by the author, right? And you just get one pencil mark here, nothing else. You get a 9 would have to be in one of these two cells, nothing else. You won't get anything in this Sudoku, nothing. And just with the help of one logic, the Sudoku gets completed very easily. I would really love to actually try the Sudoku again by myself using that logic. I haven't tried it again. I just asked the author about the logic, and when I got to know about the logic, how the Sudoku breaks easily, after that I just came onto this screen and wanted to cover a video on this one, right? So let's see if we are able to solve the Sudoku using the author's intended logic, and we'll be able to understand it easily, right? I'll do one thing, is that I'll just write a pencil marks here in this box, and in this box, because these are the three main boxes that will help you solve this Sudoku. It's just kind of a spoiler to all of you. Just try to write the pencil marks here in this box 1, box 7 and box 9, and see if you are able to get something from that, right? I'll just write the pencil marks here. You know that okay, 2 3 4 6 7, 6 is that 2 3 4 7, right? So 7 4 2 3 2 3 4 5 6 7 9, 5 6 7 and 9. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 9, right? 4 7 and 9. And here it can be anything. You can have 1 2 4 9, and here 1 2 3 4 5 is not possible, 6 7 8 1 3 and 9, right? So we have marked the pencil marks here. Next I will write the pencil marks here as well. 4 5 6 and 9. So you cannot have 6 here, you cannot have a 9 here. Here is 1 4 5 7 8 7 1 4 5 8 5 4 1 8 1 5 8. Okay, and these are not required, but I would better write those here. 1 3 5 6 8 9 3 6 8 6 1 3 5 8 9. Okay, 1 3 5 6 8 9. Okay, yeah. And now coming on to this box, 4 5 7 5 7 4 5. This box is 1 4 5 7 8, and here it would have to be 2 4 5 7 8. 1 2 4 5 8. Okay, yeah, we have marked that here. So when I actually started solving this Sudoku casually before knowing the logic, I found one advanced logic was swordfish of 7, right? There was a swordfish of 7 in row 1, row 6 and row 9. You get a swordfish of 7. 7 can only be in these cells in these 3 rows. That actually eliminates all the possibilities of 7 from the columns here as well. All these cells of the columns, right? So I got a swordfish of 7 that eliminates 7 from this cell and many other cells. But after which I didn't get anything. And after quite a long time, I got one APE, aligned pair exclusion, of elimination of 5 from both of these cells. That actually didn't help me anything further. I could eliminate 5 from both of these cells. 5 cannot be in any of these 2 cells, which actually we'll have to get back to aligned pair exclusion, where I have covered a video on aligned pair exclusion earlier. So I'll add the link in the description below if you are really interested in what is aligned pair exclusion. But right now that is not our main concern with this Sudoku. So I got some aligned pair exclusion, and after which also I had some change, and then I was able to get near to completion with this Sudoku. But then something I was really amazed by how author has intended actually. That was, author actually said that even the author was very much concerned about the complexity, the how complicated the logic was, but he was really happy about it, that he had constructed a Sudoku using that logic. And stay tuned guys, so we'll get back to the logic now. The logic what author was trying to convey using this grid was, if you have a 2 here, right? If you have a 2 here, or if you have a 1 here, just keep a note of what I am saying. If you have a 2 in R2C2 or a 1 in R8C8, anything, not both are not both together, but let us assume you have a 2 here, right? I'll just mark with that with the red here. If you have a 2 here, you have a 1 here. That one, this one will give you a 1 here and give you a 1 here. See what happens if you have a 2 here. If you have a 2 in R2C8, you directly get a 1 in R3C3. That gives you a 1 in R9C2 and 1 in R8C8. So the moment you get a 1 in R8C8, you get a 2 in R7C7. So the logic here is that whenever you get a 2 in R2C8, whenever you write a 2 in R2C8, you directly get 1, 2 and 1 here. And see, if you write a 2 here, you get a 1 here. That one gives you a 1 here, and there is only one place for the 2 that goes here. So one of the possibilities is that if you write a 2 here, you get a 1, 2 and 1. Or if you write a 1 here, the same logic goes here. You get a 2 here. There is only one possibility for the 2 in this box now after writing the 1. That gives you this as a 2, this as a 2 and this as a 2. That directly gives you this as a 1. Right? So if you write a 2 here, if you write a 1 here, if you write a 2, you already got 1, 2 and 1. Or if you write a 1 here, you will get a 2 here, a 2 here and a 1 here. So whatever be the case, if you have a 2 here, you will get those 2 ones here. And if you write a 1 here, you will get those 2 ones here. Right? really a difficult one this is, but this is nothing. This is just the starting of the logic that what is going on with this Sudoku. So one or the other way, if you write a 2 here, you get a 1, 2 and 1 here, or if you write a 1 here, you will get 2, 1 and 2 here, right? So what happens after this is 8 in one of these two cells. So 8 in this box is now within one of these two cells, that eliminates 8 from both of these cells, right? And because of these two, this becomes 3 and 4. 4 is eliminated from these cells. This becomes 7 and 9. 9 is also eliminated. So what happens here is that you have 5 in both of these boxes. I'm sorry. Because of any one of the logics here, you get a 5 here and a 5 here. In box 7 you have 2 5s now. Just keep in mind what the logic is here is, if you have a 2 here, you get a if you have a 2 here, you get 1 here, 2 here and 1 here. That actually eliminates 8 from these two cells and 9 from this cell because of the 4 7 9 pair here. Now what happens is, you get a 5 here and a 5 here. This box has 2 5s now, right? This box has 2 5s, and because of the 2 5s in this box, you can directly say that you won't have a 2 here or you won't have a 1 here, right? This is what the logic is. If you get a 2 here, if you get a 2 here, you directly write a 1 here, right? A 1 here and a 2 here. Or if you write a 1 here, you directly write a 2 here, a 2 here and a 1 here. So whatever be the case, if there is a 1 in R8 C8 or a 2 in R2 C2, you directly write 2 1 2 1 in these cells, and that actually breaks the box 7. Now what should we do with this? You cannot write a 1 here. 1 gets eliminated from this cell and 2 gets eliminated from this cell. That is what we imply with whatever we have seen in this Sudoku till now. And with that logic, now 1 in column row 8, where can you have a 1 in row 8? You eliminated 1 from this cell, right? With the logic that we have seen now, you eliminate 1 from this cell. So in row 8 there is only one possible place for 1. That gives you a 8 here, a 5 here, a 9 here, a 6 here and a 3 here. You easily complete box 7 now, right? This 5 8 will eliminate 5 8 from this cell. 1 would have to be in one of these two cells, okay? Okay. This eliminates 9 from these two cells. This becomes 4 7. That becomes 2 3. That eliminates 3 from this cell, 4 from this cell. That becomes 1 and 9. And this one gives you a 9 here, a 1 here. And that actually easily completes this Sudoku, guys. Can you just imagine, this 9 and 9 will give you a 9 here in this box, right? And what else? 1 4 7, right? 1 is here, so 4 and 7 would have to be here. And this would have to be a 5. Three, 5, 7, 1, 6, 6, 6 would have to be in one of these two. 6, 2, 3. So 2 and 3. Okay. This 3 will give you a 2 here, a 3 here, and this is 6 and 2. So this becomes 6. That gives you a 2, and this is 4, 8 and 9. Right? This becomes 4 and 9, 4 and 8, 8 and 9. 4, 8 and 9. And 4, 6 and 7. 6 is here, this is 4 7, 4 6 and 7, 4 6 and 7. I know that many of you will think that what kind of logic this was, but this is totally different logic. And these kind of Sudokus usually help us learn how to actually look out for Sudokus, or how to actually look out for digits in a Sudoku, right? And with that, actually we'll continue solving this Sudoku. And 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, right? So 4 5 7 4 6 4 5 and 7, right? So this becomes 6 here. There is no other place for 6 in this box. That gives you a 6 here, that gives you a 6 here, and that gives you a 6 here, right? We have written all the 6s. You have 4 7 pair here, So 3, 5 and 8. That gives you a 3 here. 5 and 8 in one of these two cells. This becomes 8. That becomes 5. Okay. 2, 4 and 7. So 2 cannot be here. So this is 2. That gives you a 7 here, a 4 here and a 7 here. That gives you a 4 here and a 7 here. That eliminates 7 from this cell and this cell as well. So 4, 5. So this becomes a 7 now. That gives you a 1 and 4. So this becomes a 7. That gives you a 5 here. Oh, sorry. I'll take, okay, no. Okay, yeah, now it is fine. So this is we have to remove 5 from this cell, 4 from this cell, 2, 8. So this would have to be 2, 8 pair here. Oh, sorry. So we already have a 2 here, so that becomes 8 and 2 here. That gives you a 4 here and 5 and 8, right? So this is 5, this is 8. 1, 4 and 7. So this becomes 7. 4 eliminates from this cell and this becomes 1 and 4. So this is 4, this is 1, this is 4. That gives you a 9, 8 and 4. That gives you a 9 here and 4 and 8, right? So this is 8, this is 4. That gives you an 8 here. This is 2 and 5. So this gives you a 2 and a 5 here. That gives you a 2 here. 1 and 5. So 5 and 1. That gives you 1 and 3. That gives you 3 and 1 here. And with that we complete this excellent Sudoku, classic Sudoku by Piatato author, right? So I hope you really saw that how actually author has intended the logic in this Sudoku, the solve path. So what I say is, whenever you have an idea in your mind actually, whatever idea you have, maybe the placement of givens or how you want your start logic to be, try to implement in a Sudoku as it was done in this Sudoku. The best part about this Sudoku, what I liked was, when I tried solving this Sudoku, except one pencil mark of 9 in box 6, I couldn't write anything. For nearly 4 or 5 minutes, I was just stuck. I was just feeling as if I'm missing something. There is something, there should be at least a single digit that I could write using normal classic basic techniques. But there wasn't even a single digit that I could write in this grid. And that is the thing that amazed me. So many givens, and author has intended something different in this Sudoku, and I couldn't even write a single digit. And I just got stuck after finding one of the swordfish of 7. Right, so I was really amazed by what the author had intended in this. So I hope you enjoyed this Sudoku. Do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.